Back in Gaza, dozens are feared dead after an Israeli airstrike hit a densely populated refugee camp in the north. Humanitarian workers are still in the region despite the danger there, including staff for Mercy Corps. Joining us now is Arwa Mhanna from the aid organization. Arwa, thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell us how many members of your staff are still there on the ground in Gaza?
Hi, and thank you for having me. Actually, we have all 70 staff members who have been working for Mercy Corps in Gaza are still in Gaza. No one was able to leave Gaza since the start of this conflict, and no one is still allowed to leave Gaza. And this makes Gaza is a very unique situation, because in normal situations, people who are trapped in such situations are able to leave and flee for safe places. Sadly, in Gaza right now, there is no safe place, and no one can be considered safe at all.
It has become increasingly difficult, we know, to get news out of Gaza because of communication blackouts and because it's extremely dangerous. What are your people telling you about the situation right now?
One of our staff members dropped me a voice message after I've tried to reach out to them to check on them. And he was telling me that he actually had a baby only one day before the start of the conflict. And this was supposed to be the happiest day on their lives, but unfortunately it's turned to be a moment of terror, and they're very worried now about the baby not getting the needed vaccination. And this is only one story out of over 2 million stories of people who are trapped in this conflict, and without ensuring that there is a consistent protection for civilian properties, and there is no urgent ceasefire. Mercy Corps is fearing that the worst is yet to come.
And we know, of course, about the relentless airstrikes that are taking place there. What other conditions are civilians facing in terms of healthcare, food, water, and what you call the alarming level of need?
What we have heard from our staff is that people have to line up in front of bakeries and points of distribution for cleaning water for up to 3 and 4 hours during this very risky environment of having bombardment happening around the clock. And sometimes some of our staff had to line up for that long, and with all the temporary shelters where tens of thousands of people had to go to when they had to leave from northern part to southern part. They are really taking refuge in these places in very difficult conditions. Children and people are sleeping on stairs. There are no mattresses, no blankets. So it's a really dire humanitarian situation.
Of course, over the last few days, we've only seen this conflict intensify. How long do you think that your aid workers are going to be able to keep working under these dire conditions there?
We know that not for long, because we know that the doctors are working around the clock, and the first responders are just on the ground responding around the clock. The health system is collapsing. Unfortunately, we had to pause on our operations in Gaza because of the safety and security situation, but we are also pre-positioning, and we are ramping up our efforts so that we are able to reach the people who are in dire need. And our team is actually lining up and eager to start to provide support.
We are certainly keeping your aid workers in our thoughts. Arwa Mhanna, we thank you so much. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.